Hey Dana, hope you're doing well. Alright, so I decided to go ahead and make a video tutorial for your website. That way you can go in, make changes to it, go in and start blogging if you like. Um, or even if you, for example, get an intern or you want them to be in charge of updating the site or blogging or something like that, you can just show them this video. That way, it's basically a crash course of really just like the main areas of your site for you to make changes. All right, so let's get started. So with WordPress, as you may know, basically the way to log in is that you go, this is right now your splash intro page. It's really just like a maintenance page. Once the website is finished, we'll just deactivate this, and I'll show you how to do it as well. But you will go to your domain name and you do /wp-admin, and that's going to take you to the login page. And then here you're going to put in your username and your password, which I'll send you via email. And once you're logged in, it'll take you to your dashboard, which, as you can see, I'm already logged in on through Google Chrome. So here, if you ever want to add new users, so if you get an intern or if you want to create users for the other people in the office, you would go to users and then all users. And then here's you. So I'm gonna go ahead and create a user for myself. So I'll just do and here I'm gonna be an administrator. So if you want someone just to be a contributor, an author will be someone that can add blog posts. A contributor, they can also add blog posts, but they can't do anything else. I believe an author, they can also like tweak somebody else's blog posts. Editor, they can go in through the pages themselves. Administrator can do pretty much everything. So you just add the new user and send the information to that new user, and that does it. You can add a profile picture if you like. So that's how you add users. So here is your website. So let's say, for example, well, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to update the site. So here on the left, we have all of our sections, right? We have media, which is where you add pictures, just as a library, basically. All the pages is where we have all of this content. So home, about, particulars, portfolio, all of that. So as you see, if you scroll down, you'll see all of the pages here. So let's say that you wanted to update some text under the About Us, right? So let's say that you wanted to add a new paragraph here. So you would go to the About Us page and click Edit. Then once you land here, this is all the text. So here you have two tabs. You have visual and you have text. You want to use text when you're copying and pasting something. So let's say that you have a paragraph on Microsoft Word or something like that, and you want to paste it here. You want to use the text option to be able to paste it. So let's say you wanted to paste something here, you would just create your spaces and then just paste it. Visual is when you want to like organize it and style it. So let's say if you wanted this paragraph to be bold, you would just highlight it, bold it, anything like that. When you're looking at this, be careful when it comes to deleting stuff, because there are these short codes here. If you delete one of these, it basically will break the layout that we have. So even if you just delete like one of these little brackets, it might break this image and it might go down here, or something like that. So just be really careful when it comes to copying and pasting. One thing that I do is that I always have either Notepad or if you're on a Mac, I believe there's one called Text Edit. So I always copy everything and put it here as a backup in case I mess something up. That way, if I pasted something and the page broke, I can always go back here, paste this back in here, and that way I start from scratch basically. Because like I said, it's really easy to mess up, just deleting a little bracket or one of these quote icons or something like that. So you would make the changes and then you would hit update, and then you would go here and refresh, and that way you would see the changes that you made. When it comes to so that's basically how you're gonna be updating most of the pages. So pages, pages, and then you would go and update whatever page you want. This section on the About Us section, on the About Us page, is going to be under Appearances and Widgets. And then here you have a section called Page. So you open that, and then you have two text boxes. So this is where your text is for these two. Same thing, you can definitely add and delete whatever you want. Again, just be careful with the the short codes here, deleting them, because then it might mess up the design or something like that. Let's see here. Slider of the home page. This one was a little tricky. I've actually never dealt with a theme before that has a plugin for almost every single thing that it has, which is kind of interesting. Most of the times it's part of the theme. But this image right here, you can control it going to revolution slider, and you can basically create different sliders. Inside the pages, you can assign what slider you want it to display. So slider 1 is on the home page. So let's say that you wanted to edit the image, you would just click on edit slides, and then you would basically just delete it and just upload a new one. For assigning the slides, you would go to the pages section. So let's say that you edit slide 2 or slide number 2 for the About Us page. You would go down here where it says revolution slider, and then you select whatever option you created. For the theme, when it comes to changing most of the stuff on the theme, when it comes to like how it looks, the logo, these little things up here. Well, I'm missing the social media icons. I'll add those before I finish. But most of the like color scheme wise, some of like the logo, favicon, that kind of stuff is gonna be under the appearance and then theme options. So here you can choose a background. I left everything as you had mentioned, kind of like how the demo was. Don't move anything on the custom CSS, because that's something that I had to put in to make some of the things work on the theme. So for example, under general, that's the favicon. It's tiny up here, as you can see. Here's the logo. You can't see because it's white on white. This top text is the here like the check-in icons, the phone number, and the email address. Footer left is this right here, and footer right is where I'm gonna paste the social media icons. Let's see here, what else is there? You can always put the SEO section here, like blog title, which I'll work on for you. Let's see here, general. The home page, that's where you have the title and the slogan. So these two. And that's about it. So like I said, most of the stuff is going to be under pages. And then when it comes to creating posts, so right now the blog doesn't have anything because it's empty. So you would go to posts and all post or add new post. Right here there's the dummy one that comes with WordPress. So you would just add a post, put in the title, put in whatever text or copy you need. Add images, you would just click on media, select the image that you want to add, insert, or you can upload it. And then if there's categories or tags, it would be through here, and then you would just publish it, and it's basically going to populate here. So that's how you would add posts. So we'll just leave this one as is. Yes. And one thing that I'm actually going to need help is with the portfolio, because I was looking through it. I'm not sure if this is exactly how you wanted it. the the layout of what image goes first. But the portfolio is probably another part where you're going to spend a lot of time in the future, adding new projects that you're working on. So for that, you're going to go to portfolio and portfolio. And then here you have all of the portfolios that we have on there. Obviously, if you want to tweak one of them, you just click on edit. Um, and then you put in your title, you put in the description. For a video, it's actually pretty easy. You just go and say you click here on short codes, and then scroll down and click on video. Then it's going to ask you for a video ID. Here you select Vimeo, and then you're going to put in the number or ID. So for example, with you guys, let's say I go to your Vimeo page, and let's say that you wanted to embed this one, right? So you go to share, and then here you're gonna see your video ID. So it's the last number right next to the domain name. So you just copy this, and then you paste it here, and that's gonna add that video to this page. So I'll just go ahead and update so you can see. So this one is portfolio. So we click on the link. So you can see there's the original video, and then there's another video. Oh, apparently I copied something wrong here. Oh, I copied the whole thing. Okay, I'll just delete this. It's basically just the number that you need, not the whole HTTP Vimeo dot. So we'll just do this again. And that is how you add video. So as you can see, pretty simple. And then obviously the video is responsive, so it will resize according to the size of the screen. So if you have a tablet, or if you're using your phone. So we'll go ahead and delete this since we don't need it for this project. Oh, I was mentioning that this is one of the areas where I might need help, because I wasn't quite sure how you wanted to have the portfolio pages organized. Obviously you wanted the 3-column, but the individual portfolios or projects themselves, like did you want to add more text or more images? On Dropbox, there wasn't really images for individual products, but as you can see, it's pretty easy to go in and tweak if you want. So if you want to add images down here, it's definitely up to you. So this is where you would go in and basically in a portfolio, you would go in and select the project that you want to tweak, update the image or something like that. You would do it here, and then to add new, you would just click add new. Categories with the demo. I'm not sure if you remember, but let's see here, like this one. On the demo, they have different categories, which I believe you mentioned something. I can't find the email where I think you wanted to have different categories for the portfolio. But here, for example, if you go to portfolio 3 on the example, there is all motion graphics, print design, and web design. So according to which one they pick, the other ones disappear, they get reorganized. So to do that, you would just have to add new categories. I only have one category that's all. So you would just add, let's say, web design or videography or photography. And then when it comes to adding the projects themselves, here on the right, when you go to edit, it's going to give you all the different categories. So here, let's say that you wanted one for web design, and you wanted this project to also be included for that. So you would make sure that both of these are selected, or just all, or just videography or something like that. So that's how you're gonna get that whole like the different categories on the top of the projects page, like this one. Let's see here. Well, I feel like I'm missing something. Other than that, that's about it. So probably the one that might be a little bit more confusing is the home page, just because it has so much stuff going on. It's got obviously the title, the slider, this section right here with the logos, and then the specialty ones, and then there's the portfolio. So under home page, you're gonna see a lot of short codes. You can definitely go in and tweak it. Again, just be careful with these tags, the short codes. But obviously, if you wanted to tweak the strategy, copy from here, um, right here, you'll see it right there. So you just need to update that, click update, and then just refresh, and it'll update this text right here. For these logos right here, that whole scroll over is actually part of the design, which I really like. But that's going to be under client. And let's say that you wanted to add a new one, so you wanted to add a couple more here. The same as the post and same as pages, you would just click on add new, put in the title, put in the image. So here, for example, let's say that let's say this is a new one that we just created, right? So marine, the name of the client doesn't actually display anything, so I don't think the title itself doesn't matter what you put in. Under feature image, this is where you're going to upload the image that you want to display here. The same with portfolio and pages and blog posts. Whatever thumbnail you want it to display, it's going to be the featured image. So this is where you would upload that. So here, if you wanted this icon, for example, for the marine icon to go to like a specific page on their website where you created a video, or to your Vimeo page, whatever it is that you want it to go, or if you don't want it to go anywhere, you just put this little pound sign, and that's basically just gonna make it not do anything. But if you wanted it to go somewhere, you would just copy the link to wherever it is that you want it to go, paste it here, and then just hit update. And that's gonna make those little logos go to whatever page you put there. This automatically resizes as well, which is really nice. So if you add a couple more, it'll take care of the resizing and kind of just align it for you. And blog posts, we already touched on it. So as soon as you add more blog posts, it's just gonna keep populating. Oh, the menu item. So right now, obviously, because we don't have any blog posts, if you go to appearances and then menu, here we're basically just gonna remove it. So let's say that you wanted blog to be on top portfolio, just drag and drop basically. But if you didn't want the blog page right now, which obviously we don't because we don't have anything, you would just click on the little arrow and delete. So we'll leave it as like that for now. But in the future, once you create a blog post, at least one, then you can just click on here, click add, and it's gonna add it right there at the end, and then you would just save. So right now we'll leave it off since we don't have any blog posts at the moment. So we'll just click on the logo to go to the home page, and you'll see that the blog tab disappeared. I believe that's it. So the portfolio is definitely something that I want you to, whenever you get a chance, to look at. See if you wanted to tweak some of this stuff or add new ones, change the videos or whatever it is that you wanted to do. Definitely go in and play around with it. Obviously, if you need help, just send me an email. But that's about it. This is basically how you're gonna be making changes to your website. I'm gonna go ahead and update and do the SEO section for you. And then I'll just send you an email with your login credentials. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Alrighty, well, thanks so much.